Victory Studios in downtown Little Rock. This is Capitol View with your host,
Good
Roby
morning
Brock.
and welcome to Capitol View. I'm your host, Roby Brock. We appreciate you joining us. Thank you as always. All right, we're going to talk economic development. There's been a lot happening on the front in Arkansas this year and quite frankly before then, but it's been a very, very busy year. And we're going to start with our two guests here today. Hugh McDonald, he is the Arkansas Secretary of Commerce. Sheryl Edwards is with Lithium Learn. She's with Southern Arkansas University. Thank you both for being here.
Thanks
for having us.
Thank you.
Hugh, I come to you first. We will talk about lithium first before we get into some broader economic development conversation here. You guys have a big summit coming up in end of October, I believe.
October 28th and 29th here in Little Rock. Yeah.
What's going to happen at the Arkansas Lithium Summit?
Yeah, well, it's our second summit. Last one was in February of 2024. This was bigger, better, packed agenda. We've got people and companies from all over the world coming here. I think our attendance is going to exceed last year's, but it's really focusing, bringing all these people together in Arkansas, where we're trying to bring notice to the industry. And we have a huge opportunity with the largest North American lithium resource right here in South Arkansas.
What do you think would be, what would be an outcome from this summit that you would say, this did more than I expected it to do? What would be exceeding your expectation for this summit?
Well, this is, of course, for the long game. We're dealing with effectively building a brand new industry on top of, the process industries that already exist in South Arkansas. But it's building relationships, having companies come here that don't know anything about Arkansas, having them understand about the business environment, the pro-business environment in Arkansas. The governor is going to be there as well. She's fully engaged in this process. So, the outcome is, of course, helping really the nation build out the entire supply chain in the lithium supply chain, of which the midstream and upstream portions of that supply chain is very much lacking in the United States, and that's where we can play a much significant role.
All right. Sheryl, you're from Magnolia, and you're in the heart of where the lithium boom, as we like to say, is starting to roll. Tell everybody a little bit about what you do in terms of workforce development and where Lithium Learns kind of fits into the piece of the puzzle there.
Sure, thank you. The state of Arkansas invested millions of dollars into workforce development and education through hired grants, higher industry readiness through educational development. SAU wrote a grant specifically geared on one of the target areas, which was lithium extraction and battery technology. SAU, along with the Venture Center and Apprenticely, are working to help develop a talent pipeline for the nascent lithium industry and for the existing chemical industry that we have in Southwest Arkansas. So we are starting at K-12 and infusing STEM education with a mobile STEM lab that's going to hit the ground and run, with infusing concurrent career and technical education in school districts that currently are not served with career and technical education, doing programs such as chemical process technology and construction technology. Launched a pilot program with Magnolia High School and South Arkansas College and SAU this fall. Plan to roll that out across Southwest Arkansas next fall. And then doing adult education when the plants get closer to production time, so that we can build that workforce and give all of these industry partners who have been driving this program with us and walking hand in hand with us since the beginning, giving them some homegrown talent.
Yeah. You mentioned earlier it's a long game. Speak to that a little bit in terms of this might not be something that we see an overnight change in the economy in South Arkansas. This is going to be a slow growing process.
Yeah, I mean, there's companies that have already committed to make billions of dollars of investments. Of course, the market price of lithium, it's a globally traded mineral.
I didn't check that out today. Where is it? You look at it daily?
No, I do not. It's $8,000 to $10,000 right now, I think, but it's fallen. So, and that, all investments, kind of like the oil and gas industry, depending on what that market price depends on, will drive cycles of investment. So, But again, it's the long game. These are companies that are deciding to make billion-dollar investments, and you know, it's not going to happen overnight. But we're trying to set the groundwork to enable it.
You got to pave the way. What do you think are the expectations, Sheryl, for folks in the region down there? I mean, you live there, you talk to people. There's obviously hope, there's obviously optimism, but is there kind of some reality too that they understand this isn't going to happen tomorrow? It's going to be something that we have to build for.
Absolutely. We've gone from will this happen to this is going to happen to what do we need to do to get ready for this to happen. So there are groups all over town and all over Southwest Arkansas who are working on different initiatives to make sure that we are ready, and you don't know what you don't know, right? Until it happens. But we are looking at housing, we're looking at infrastructure, we're looking at the water supply, and you know, this could not be happening without the investment that the state of Arkansas is making to bring this opportunity to Southwest Arkansas.
What jobs are there now? The graduates that you're going to be cranking out, what will they be doing? What's existing workforce opportunity for them?
So right now we have 2 companies that produce bromine from the Smackover Formation in Southwest Arkansas. Students who graduate between now and when the first lithium plant goes fully commercially operable can take jobs there. They can further an education at one of our 2 or 4 year institutions like Southern Arkansas University, our College of Science and Engineering, or they can take an apprenticeship with one of those existing companies that are there. So there's a lot of different opportunities. One of the things that our industry partners have told us is they really are interested in homegrown talent, and we are really interested in finding and presenting opportunities that keep our local students home.
Yeah. All right, Hugh, bigger economic development talk here. You could probably tell me how many projects have been announced in the last 12 months.
19.
19, all right. The biggest one I would say is the $4 billion Google investment in West Memphis. What brought Google to Arkansas?
Well, I think it is mainly power. It is, you know, they negotiated a power contract with Entergy, so it's cost of power, availability of power is key. Land, of course, we have lots of land, so power infrastructure are really the big drivers for data centers.
How game changing is that for Eastern Arkansas, where they're at there? It will benefit Memphis and Tennessee, and probably even some northern Mississippi too as well.
Well, it'll benefit West Memphis. The property taxes there will be tremendous, like they've never seen before.
Yeah,
I don't know the numbers, but
it'll be big.
It'll be
$4 billion
and,
investment.
They will benefit tremendously for decades.
Yeah. When you see the other things that are happening, these other 19 and I guess other 18 announcements, but I'm sure there's more in the pipeline as well, which you're welcome to tip me off to today. If you want to just say, look next week for ABC Company to make a big announcement of 1,000 jobs in Arkansas. What are your expectations for the next, say, 6 months? Because you've been traveling overseas as well, trying to develop some other stuff.
Yep. I mean, the pipeline is strong. You know, we've talked about the lithium industry. That's a nascent, growing industry. A lot of attention to it, but aerospace defense in the state is we're a top state from that perspective. Steel, Nippon, with the acquisition of U.S. Steel, Nippon has announced that they're going to make $3 billion worth of investments in the state of Arkansas.
I was just up at Nucor last week, and that's an impressive facility. More than a facility, it's a city up there.
Arkansas is going to become the steel capital of the United States.
Well, let's make them the lithium capital of the United States too. What's the website for the Arkansas Lithium Summit?
ArkansasLithiumSummit.com.
That's where you go to get more information, right?
That's right.
All right. Best of luck with the conference. I know I'll be there reporting on it. I look forward to seeing you again there, and I look forward to seeing you again there too, Hugh. Sheryl, thank you both.
Thank you.